Hello, my name is Kiana Kinder. This video is for a presentation that I am to complete for a 650 reading class at a university that I am currently attending. For this in-service, I chose to research engaging students with disabilities, with learning disabilities in vocabulary instruction and reading comprehension. As you have seen from my PowerPoint that you just watched, there are many strategies that you can use in your classroom that are vital to students being engaged in the vocabulary instruction and reading comprehension in your classrooms. With these strategies, it does increase the work of the teacher a little bit to change from the strategies that you currently use to the new strategies. However, once you get those in place, you will become accustomed to them just as you have the old strategies. With vocabulary instruction, we looked at many different strategies. One was repetition. It is important that students, specifically students with learning disabilities, see a vocabulary word more than one time before they are tested over it. In classes that I have attended, and as well as the ones that I have seen my students attend, typically the instruction is hand the students their vocabulary list and their definitions, their vocabulary words and their definitions, and have them study those for a quiz on Friday. Or give them their vocabulary list and have them look them up in the dictionary. Those strategies just are not as helpful to students with learning disabilities as these strategies that I'm going to mention. One of the strategies that I would like to go more in depth with is repetition. With repetition, that simply means students see the word used more than one time. In my classroom, we read the book Wonder. Before we read that book, we talk about what does wonder mean. Normally a student's response is it means think. With that, I would like to go a little bit more in depth about what does wonder actually mean. And since we are reading the book, we talk about other ways that we could see the word wonder. One of the ways that we could see the word wonder is through a poem. So I research and I find a poem that has the word wonder in it, and then we write down in our composition books, what does that word mean to us? Or we discuss it. What does that word mean to us in this poem? Then there happens to be a song called Wonder by Natalie Merchant that actually goes along with our book. With this song, we listen to the song and we go through the song afterwards. I give the students the actual verses of the song so that they can see where the word is used and how it is used, and maybe use some context clues to try to decipher what the word means. Then we go to the book and we read the back of the book and see what wonder means within the context of the book that we are going to read. With all those things completed within repetition, it is my hope that students will gather more information about one vocabulary word and be able to explain what that vocabulary word means after having this instruction. Within reading comprehension, it is important that students use many different strategies and are able to use those strategies independently as well as in whole group instruction. One of the strategies that I would like to talk about is schema, which also means activating prior knowledge. With prior knowledge, it is helpful for students to know that you are not necessarily teaching them something that is completely new to them. You are adding on to what they already know. Within that, we use a KWL chart in my room. What I know, what I want to learn, and what I've learned. What I want to know, what I've learned. Students will tell me what they've learned about a topic, or what they know about a topic, and then we will do some activities, and they will tell me what they want to know, and then we will complete those activities, and they'll tell me what they've learned. One of the activities that we do in my classroom is we read about Michael Jackson. Before reading about Michael Jackson, I ask the students to tell me what they know about Michael Jackson, maybe some songs that he's written or songs that he's sang, and then I ask them to ask me questions about what they want to know about him, such as how many records does he have, when did he pass away, when was he born, where was he born, things like that. If we don't find the answers to those within our research that I've already planned, Then we will go back later and research those on the computer as a class or individually, depending on the time. First, within this activity, we watch a biography of Michael Jackson on YouTube, and that takes about 10 minutes. That's probably the length of attention that I'm going to get, the time-wise of attention that I'm going to get from my 7th graders. So we watch a biography of Michael Jackson, and then we read an article. I read the Achieve article, which is a program that my school has adopted and used for the past 3 years. We read the Achieve article as a class. I read the 7th grade level to them because that's the grade that I teach. And then they go to their own computers and read the independent reading level Achieve article on their computers and then answer the questions that follow. Then we will come back to our KWL charts and figure out if we found out the answers to what we wanted to know. If we did not, like I said, we will go to the computers and research those topics if time permits during that period or the next day, so that they can get their KWL chart figured out and filled out for what they've learned. To end the lesson, I like to watch a YouTube video of something that he sang, or a music video. So we typically watch Thriller. Within this, some students like to actually get up and dance. That helps with their motivation. I let them know that when we start this lesson that we will be watching a music video, and maybe they will want to participate in the music video. And that helps with motivation and encouragement to get through the lesson and help them enjoy the lesson. Now I'm going to give you time during this in-service to think about ways that you can incorporate these vocabulary instruction and reading comprehension strategies into your lessons. Thank you.